10 interesting psychological facts about quiet people. Everyone is familiar with someone who tends to be more reserved. This individual doesn't speak much and is rarely observed. They can be a friend, a family member, a neighbor, or just someone you encounter occasionally. Perhaps it's you. There's a lot more to quiet individuals than you might realize, despite the fact that society frequently believes that being gregarious and talkative is the greatest way to thrive, while being more reserved is frequently seen as socially awkward. In order to better comprehend the silent types and perhaps even learn something about yourself in the process, let's look at some fascinating psychological facts about them. Number 1. They aren't necessarily shy. It's simple to think that someone who is silent is timid. And even if this is occasionally the case, it's not always the case. There is no doubt that quiet people dislike attracting attention to themselves. They might even make an effort to avoid attracting attention. But that does not imply that they are timid. Although they like to speak less and listen more, they can be pleasant, mingle without any problems, and enjoy conversing with people they feel comfortable around. Even though quiet people often have a lot going on within their heads, they don't always feel comfortable expressing their sentiments. Number 2. They are incredibly loyal. Quiet people dislike being superficial merely to make more friends, thus they avoid doing it. It can take some time and effort to get close to them because they value quality above quantity. They have very few true friends that they can actually connect with since they have to work hard to earn their trust. So it's a big deal when you do start to get close. In fact, one of its guiding principles is loyalty. Additionally, they have excellent secret-keeping skills and will never betray you. Number 3. They aren't necessarily angry or depressed. Others frequently misunderstand and misinterpret quiet people as being angry or melancholy. This might be the case for some quiet people, but not necessarily for all of them. They might simply need to move away from the throng for a while so they can recharge their batteries by being alone because they are more introverted and become exhausted by social engagements. They highly value alone time because it allows them to think on life and draw lessons from past mistakes without having to defend or explain their choices. Number 4. They are curious, independent, and highly self-motivated. As a result of their natural curiosity, quiet people frequently experiment with and discover new things. They are more self-reliant and driven by themselves. Thus, they have a greater chance of succeeding. These people don't need someone to tell them what to do or when it should be done. They prefer working alone since it gives them more control over their own future. Quiet individuals are also quite innovative and creative. This is because they spend a lot of time contemplating ideas that other people might not have considered at all. Number 5. They are often highly sensitive and empathetic. You might be shocked to learn that quiet people are more likely than their louder counterparts to be highly sensitive and empathic. This is due to the fact that they are more prone to experience a strong emotional reaction to events. They may cry during depressing movies or get more easily irritated. However, this does not imply that they are more likely to lash out in rage or take offense at the comments of others. Simply said, they are more sensitive to their own emotions than those around them. Quieter people are also better able to relate to others through shared experiences and put themselves in their shoes to comprehend their sentiments and emotions. Number 6. They're not necessarily bored, even if they look like they are. Rarely do quiet individuals get bored. They can be contemplating something, which could be rather fascinating to them. They can also be taking in the silence and concentrating on their surroundings. They can also be paying attention to a conversation or situation without having to quickly add their 2 cents since they are active listeners. Quieter people can benefit from the energy and attention that solo hobbies provide. They have a vibrant inner existence as well, so they don't require stimulus from the outside world to make them feel content. Number 7. They are more self-aware. Quiet people are at ease with who they are, which makes it easy for them to express themselves in a genuine way. They are truthful with themselves and others thanks to this quality. These people don't question themselves because they are quite honest about their feelings. They have the bravery to make those changes and have no trouble informing others when they need a change or if something is no longer working for them. Quiet people also appreciate chances to advance their careers or personal lives. Additionally, they become even more aware of themselves as people who value constant progress as a result of their quest for personal growth. Number 8. They're more emotionally stable. Typically, quiet individuals are emotionally stable, which results in a greater likelihood that they will have a positive attitude on life and that they will be better able to handle stress. They excel at emotional restraint, which explains why. Additionally, they tend to be less emotional than the ordinary individual. They are able to take in information without being overly influenced by it or drawing conclusions based only on what someone else says because they have the capacity to speak out when necessary and listen to others without interrupting or judging them. Because of this, they are more capable of handling challenging circumstances and can settle disputes more quickly. Number 9. They're more patient. People who are quiet tend to have more patience than talkative, boisterous people. They are more inclined to wait for a situation to develop before forming an opinion or plan of action. Their capacity to stay present-oriented and handle one issue at a time is the foundation of their patience. Quieter people take their time with new experiences, which helps them be more present in the now and less preoccupied with thoughts of the past or the future. They consequently exhibit greater patience when addressing problems as they emerge and are less prone to act hastily or make decisions based on emotions. Number 10. They are highly observant and have a good memory. People who are quiet tend to pay attention to details and remember the little things. This is as a result of their great awareness of their environment and attentive listening and observation. They can retain things rapidly and frequently remember what others say and do. Quieter people are better problem solvers because they give circumstances more thought before selecting what course of action to adopt. As you can see, there is a lot of depth and complexity to quiet people, and we could all, instead of judging them, gain knowledge about them. The next time you're around someone who seems unassuming and quiet, remember that there might be more to their personality than meets the eye. If you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well.